Okay, next up is Hough and West Meck, and this is again, it's on paper, it's two big win teams. And Rock, you said if you point at the pod and does it show where pods? This is actually a game maybe where the pod system is wrong in two teams. You got a 9-2 team and an 8-3 team playing each other. This is almost as bad as the playoffs used to be when you could have a 9-2 team sitting home because your conference didn't qualify enough teams that year. It's tough having two teams with such great records playing against each other. However, I don't think the teams are as close as the records show. I think that Hough is personally a better team. I think from a discipline point on the field, I think you can get West Mac into positions where the players don't know how to react, confuse them, if you will. There was some talk on the board about shifts and things, and that's what shifting is all about. But also shifting is about setting up another play too. So you've got something that comes out of that shift, and I think that those kinds of things can. I think will produce a lot of points for Hough. Getting vertical on West Mac is not as big a deal as it is being able to run the ball. Really, I think that's where West Mac's weaker link is defending the run. If you're playing smash mouth football with them, you can get them down pretty quickly. So personally, while the game looks to be by records a close game, you have to look at who the two teams have played and how they've played those other teams. I think Max Preps has predicted a 36-28 game. I really think it's going to be a two-score greater game for Hough. I wish my Indians well, but I think this is probably Hough's game. This is Hough's game to lose.
Yeah, Dale, you mentioned the shifts and the motion with the Hough offense. That's something. If you're West Mac, you got to look at the tendencies of it. If you try to sit there and try to move with those guys and slide your D-line if the guy goes in motion and all that, that's playing into Hough's hands. You've got to be able to look at tendencies, down and distance, field position, and try to play off of those type of things. Because if you get caught up in trying to match motion and all that, I think if you're West Mac, you're going to get in trouble. Hough defensively is really impressive. West Mac has a big offensive line. I don't think they'll be able to push Hough off the ball consistently. West Mac's had their most success lined up in the power I. They got two great tailbacks in Sean Wilson and Van Smith, both over 1,000 yards this year. But you can't sit there in the I formation and run against Hough's defense and expect to win. Jalen McClendon's a great physical, talented quarterback. They're going to have to be able to be balanced. They're going to have to be able to run and pass against Hough's defense. Because if you're one-dimensional against them, they're going to shut you down. So I'm taking Hough. I'm saying probably about 3 scores here.
I give Coach Connell a lot of credit after the first loss of the year at Rocky River. He came back out of that I formation and really solidified what he felt like they did well, and he's been successful with it. So that was a good move on his part. I don't think that will serve them well Friday night. I think Hough is very good defensively. I think it'll be real difficult to pound football on them, and that's what West Mac does very good. Coach Collins will have those guys ready. And with a couple of Indians on the staff up there, I don't think they're going to let the Indians come up there and beat them. To Dale and I, that's what they'll always be, is the Indians. So even though I hate to pull against them, and I do applaud Jeff on a great season over there, I think Hough will pull this one out. I see them winning 31-14, something like that. So.
You mentioned the offensive line. You Hough fans are going to see a big team. West Mac is a big team of the teams that I've seen this year, and I've seen all the big teams. Physically, they are a big team. From the quarterback being definitely a BCS, physical quarterback. I think one that I didn't mention, I would like to throw, I think a key for West is going to be receivers catching the ball, because they are going to have to get a little more vertical. I don't think they can pound the ball enough. They were not able to pound. They pounded the ball somewhat on Catholic. I think they had over 200 yards rushing. But
special teams is going to play a big part. Hough blocked 2 kicks on West Mac.
Right.
I really think they will.
So I'm with you. I think the score is going to be, I think it's a 2 to 3 score game. I could see a 35-14, 35-13 type game.